because that would have been...
Because then you're vulnerable.
Yeah,
you know?
that would have been the truth of
the
it.
authentic feeling that I had was pain and hurt, right? And rejection.
And instead you stood up.
Of course, because that's the armor I put on as a child, right? I had no mother, and I had to take care of, you know, family, and I had to, you know, so I got that armor. And I think
that's so interesting. So how soon after that incident did you know that what you really wanted to do? Did you cry later?
I did. I went home and I cried, and cried a lot. And, you know, and Kelly would say to me, you know, you got to get this under control. You know, I have a lot of emotions, and I express them. And I'm lucky in that I'm in a business where I get paid to do that. And sometimes, though, they overwhelm me. Sometimes I get flooded, and I have to find a way. Yes.
Okay, so how did that heal you, that whole process of everything that went on professionally and also personally? How has that been a healing force for you?
Well, I think that you get to face yourself over and over again as you grow and evolve. And at some point, you have to stop telling yourself the same story. And it was Tracy, actually, who told me this. She said, you know, since I met you, you say a lot that your mother died. And that was like 40 years ago. And at what point do you make a different story? There are so many stories of your life, so many pivotal moments, so many things that you've lived through and survived and accomplished. And by telling the same one over and over, you're defining yourself in the past. And it's not as
a motherless child.
Correct. And she said, when you are actually a mother, you can stop being the motherless child and step into the role of being the mother. And it was a very profound moment for me, because I didn't even realize that I'd tell that story over and over, but I did.
So what is healed for you is a willingness to step out of your history.
Yes, and to step into the present. And in the last 2 years, I feel I've stepped into that in a way that allows me to live more authentically and to say what I'm feeling without feeling I have to have a guard up, you know.
We'll be right back. It's fantastic. Coming up.
She got out of the car in Miami, and I was like, zoinks.
That is next. All new, before your next trip to the store, test your food IQ. Most consumed meat around the world. The answer is... Your veggies, your dairy, meat, where do they come from? This isn't about whether you eat fat or don't eat fat. Why actress Alicia Silverstone says her weight worries are now over.
My skin changed drastically.
Fast food chain making waves. Best-selling food expert Michael Pollan. What do you eat? Tune in and make your own decisions.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created January 15th, 2010, using the guitar chords D, B minor 7, F sharp minor, and A7. This song is going to be called Say What You Want Without Having to Have Your Guard Up. Well, can you ever say what you want to say without having to have your guard up? Can you ever say what you really want to say without having to have your guard up when you talk about something? Can you truly say what you want to say? Well, can you tell it? Can you show it to anyone if your guard is up? And that's not the only one. You might have second levels, third levels, fourth, and even fifth ways to guard yourself in case you slip. Now, hey, can you really begin to say what's in your heart without having your guard up? Is it so hard? Well, if one person can do it, maybe another can too. Maybe we'll all learn from each other as we begin to do it too. Communicate without your guard up. Well, sometimes it's the best thing to communicate without having your guard up. Oh, you can do it now. You just gotta let go. Let go, let go. Sometimes you know. Okay, sometimes it's good to have your guard up some of the time, but if you make a habit of having your guard up all of the time, you'll be limiting yourself of the places you can go, yeah. So you've got to have your guard down. If you're gonna become enlightened, you're gonna have to have your guard down. If you want to stop a fighting, you're gonna have to have your guard down. Lots of the time.